Jacob White. Welcome to your Quickscan tutorial. So you may remember during reading class, before we would read a new text, we had a strategy called Quickscan where we'd be looking for certain things that would give us a clue as to what the reading was going to be about. So let's take a look here. We have title, the essential question of the week, the genre, which is what kind of text it is, keywords, which are the words that repeat themselves over and over, not words like the, was, if, you, then. Those words are high frequency words that show up in any text in English, and therefore they're not important to our understanding. I see pictures of, and then finally, I predict this story will be about. So that's the magic of it. We're going to pick up clues, put them together, and then be able to say, before we've even read it, what will this story be about? Let's get started. So here we have How Grandma Spider Stole the Sun. It's in my teacher's edition, so we're going to try to zoom in so you can see the words when it comes down to that. So that's the title. It's my first job is to go ahead and write down that title. As you can see, I've already written down the title. And why do I write down that title? It's because authors give things a title because it has a lot of information about the text. They wouldn't call it that if it had nothing to do with it. So what do you think this might already be about? Just title alone. How Grandma Spider Stole the Sun, maybe? Yeah, I think so. So unless you're dealing with school materials, you don't really have an essential question. With most texts, most books that you pick off of a library shelf won't have this, but it so happens to be, why do we tell stories? All right, so that's where we're going to end that. Again, when we're dealing with school materials, we have these little blue flags up at the top. What's the genre? What's the type of story? Yep, it's a legend. So I go over here and I write legend under. So I go over here and I write legend under genre. So legend. Why do I want to know what genre it is? Because if I know what kind of story it is, I'll know something else about it that will clue me into what's going to happen in it, what it might be about, that kind of thing. So a legend is a story that explains a natural phenomenon using magical characters and over-the-top exaggerations. Then we move on to keywords. So, what are the repeated words in the story that could help us understand more about it? So I know it might be difficult for you to see. Taking a closer look here. Let me see, going by. Remember, I'm not reading, I'm just scanning across animals. Animals there. Sun. Yep, the word sun is repeated there. Fox. Fox. Foxes. Sun. Sun. Possums. Possums. Grandmother Spider. So let's go write that on our paper. Here we go, keywords. So we had sun, possum, spider, animals, grandmother, what else? Let's go back. So looking on this last page here, it looks like spider again, grandmother again, sun again, circling, webbing. So we'll write up circling, webbing, and we can reiterate the sun and spider and grandmother. We're up there a few more times as well. Next, I see pictures of. Picture. Picture. So we had a picture of fox, bear, spider, the sun. Remember, we're trying to do this quickly as we can. All right, so now we need to take the information that we have. Title, essential question, genre, keywords, and the pictures that we saw, put it all together and put it into a statement that says, I predict this story will be about. So let's see if we can prove it. Let's use the keywords, the title, and the pictures we saw, and we'll just say it aloud. Just see if we can hear what this will be about. Let's see, okay. How Grandmother Spider Stole the Sun. sun, possum, spider, animals, grandmother, circling, webbing, sun, possum, sun, animals, grandmother, spider, circling, webbing, sun, possum, animals. Saw pictures of a fox, bear, spider, the sun. Think you might be able to figure out what it's about? At least make a good guess? So I predict this story will be about a grandmother spider who stole the sun, and a bear, a fox, and a possum try and stop her. But what if I'm wrong? It doesn't matter. It was just a prediction. So that's the second part of the prediction. You go ahead and read the story, then go back and see if you predicted correctly. And if you didn't, you simply fix your prediction. That shows comprehension. That shows you understood what the story was about, even if you're wrong with your prediction. The fact that you can fix it shows that, well, you've comprehended it correctly. Jacob White, have a good afternoon. I miss you. I wish we were in class together, and I will talk to you soon.